Thank you very much for sitting down with me. I appreciate it. And congratulations on a terrific movie, really. Can you talk about, as I understand it, it's both of your first time romantic comedy, is that correct?
Yeah.
How did you feel stepping into this genre? Are there specific things you did to prepare for the film?
There was not so much preparation involved because the movie got to be made, by chance. Suddenly, they found the budget was really small, and then we all had to jump in and basically, we had a few sessions of work around the script with the director and talk about what we wanted to do, what we wanted to move, and the preparation, the focus was pretty much on all the funny bits were there, and some we moved, some we changed and everything, but we wanted the movie to be make people dream, not just laugh, but dream, and that things are moving and not so obvious, even though if the plot, it's pretty obvious, where it's going, but it's the way it's going to go there that we were interested in.
Well, you talked a little bit in the notes about playing subtle, you said subtlety was a key ingredient. How do you know when you're being too subtle? I mean, there's, instances perhaps where doing anything, or it's not enough, or it's too much. How do you gauge that? Do you look at dailies? Do you work strictly with the director on that, or you go with your instincts?
Exactly, that's a thin line. It's all trust with the director. Plus, we had 2 takes to do our jobs. It was really quick, so it was scary, very scary. Comment on fait pour travailler dans la subtilité?
Yeah. But and also, yes, sometimes, on the scenes, the dialogue or the situation is big. I mean, you understand big, no?
Oui.
Too much, so
oui.
it was natural for us to be subtle and try to be simple because the situation is funny.
Is exaggerated?
Yes, exaggerated.
Why?
So for my character, I was looking for doing things and try to believe 100% on what I do, but in a simple way, And I think I never tried to be funny, but
is that the
I am
key?
funny.
Depends.
I think that's a key thing. I often see dramatic actors, and when they don't play it for the laugh, it's a lot funnier than when they do play it for the laugh, And I think you guys did that beautifully. Can you talk a little bit about establishing chemistry between the two of you? Because chemistry is so key to the films, and as far as I know, you haven't worked together before.
No.
Can you talk about that? Did you meet beforehand? Did you go out for dinner and just sort of get to know each other? How did you do it?
No, we spoke about the script. And I think we were lucky that we were agreed.
Yeah, we got along. We agreed, understand each other about, a lot of things. The script was the thing, because there was a bunch of stuff that we wanted to move around. And each time we would talk about those things, we agreed. We had the same ideas, the same opinion and everything. So that, really sets you up to think okay, it'll be good. We can understand each other.
That helps.
Yeah, and to get to rehearse the Dirty Dancing routine really helps to break the ice, for sure.
For me, no.
Well, for me, yes.
Did you do that early? It seems like that'd be a good way to physically really be in the same space, working with one another. Did you do that early on to sort of establish rapport? Or did you wait until that portion of the movie came up for shooting?
No, we rehearsed through the whole shooting, and we...
Do you want to talk about the makeup artist?
No, we don't have to do it each time.
The makeup artist who no?
Vas-y, toi.
Who was the choreographer, so it was easy to dance on the set.
No, it's true.
It was like a recreation.
It was.
Fun.
It was
fun.
It was fun. It was...
It was a recreation.
And hard work.
Now talk about the dancing though. Were you a little nervous about catching her? That's a big catch, where she runs.
At the end?
Yeah.
Whew, yeah. It was something. I mean,
were you nervous about him dropping you?
Yeah.
How many takes did it take? I mean, how long did it take to shoot the sequence? Did it go on for a long time?
One day, no? It was one day?
Yeah, I think we did.
We took our time because...
No, but I think it was, 1 day. Maybe a day, and then the next day the jump or something. But yeah, one day.
You know, your role is a lot more subdued. I mean, he drives the action a lot more. It seems like in a way, your role could be more difficult for that reason. How did you find that? You know, the overall arc. I mean, when you first meet him, you put him down instantly. Well, first you proposition him, and then you take a look at his shoes and his jacket, and you put him down. And then by the end, of course, you're in love. And it occurs in such a slow gradation throughout. How did you measure that out? Was it strictly the script, or how did you do that through your performance? Do you understand my question?
I think I do. How do I do it? I mean, it's all written. So then you just play around with what's the story is. But like maybe if your question is like, how do you do it to feel that you're interesting enough and you're not boring the audience to death and you're not too serious? That was my question all throughout the thing. But my character is not a character that, like you say, is driving the movie. But it's good also to be in a story where you get the others are driving the story and you're there and you're helping to drive the story too, because you're in the car, you're in the same car. And I mean, she gets to be a little more fun towards the last quarter of the movie, so you know, I had that to look forward to.
I gotta say, it struck me as I was watching it, I was like, this is a Hollywood movie. It's the screwball comedies that we used to make here that we don't make anymore. It seems that we've forgotten how to make these movies. And it struck me instantly that Hollywood is going to buy the rights to this movie. They're going to make it here, and they're going to make it badly. I mean, what do you think? What do you think about that? Because it strikes me as essentially an American product transplanted there, and now we've almost forgotten how to do these movies in the States. You know?
It would be a remake, you know.
Mais c'est ce qu'il dit. Il dit que celui-là.
Ça sera moins bien.
Oui. Qu'est-ce qu'on pense? Bah, tu veux répondre? Moi, je peux répondre. Mais j'ai toujours un truc à dire en même temps.
Okay, if you want to answer. No. I mean, I could be surprised to see Will Smith for me and Reese Witherspoon at your place. Could be great, you know. I don't know.
They could set it in Vegas.
If you want.
Yeah, no. But did it strike you reading the script as one of the classic screwball comedies? It felt to me like a Gable Lombard type of movie, you know, or Katharine Hepburn and Cary Grant kind of thing. Did that come through when you were reading it, or was that just me? No.
It did, and that's all. But what Pascal Chomet was talking about. So we that was very reassuring to know that this is. You don't know if this is where you're gonna get, but this is where you're heading. So that was reassuring to who you putting your trust in, which hands, and you know.
Yeah, when a French director talk to you about like he like Billy Wilder or Lubitsch, you know, it's like okay, good, okay, I'll do your movie, no problem.
Okay.